Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. How's it going? Okay, so yeah, suicide. You know, it's not an easy thing to deal with, especially with someone that is having massive depressions. It affects you spiritually, and it affects the people around you, especially the ones that actually care for you. As little as you think that they are, but they're out there, you know. I'm kind of going on a sensitive subject, but you know what? I've heard teens getting teased, and it's to the point where they're thinking about suicide. I don't care for it. I don't, by any means, I don't think that is the right conclusion. Because once you off yourself, you're going to hell. You think that life now is hell? Oh no! This is good. Hell is going to be far worse. Hell will be far worse. It could be 10,000 times worse. It could be 1,000,000 times worse. It could be however the devil sees it. You don't want to be messing with that. Don't do it. As close as, I've personally don't know anybody that has gone through with this or has gone through with the whole suicide thing, but there was a few times where, when I was a teenager, there was a few times where I wanted to call it quits on this world, but I just kept on going. I just wanted to see what life would bring me. There we are. I'm right here. 22 years later, or 12 years later, I'm here. Actually, no, 14 years later, I'm here. I have a house. I have a wife. If I would have considered that when I was younger, I probably would have never experienced this at all. At all. It's nothing to scoff about. It is nothing to scoff about. Just realize, especially with people that are that have depression, just think about this. The people that are going through the same situation you are no different. The people that you see on the streets, in the conditions that they're, with their lives, are no different. People's lives are different, considering the way that they behave, the way they act, the way their mood is, the way they were brought up. It's all different for them, but it takes one thought just to change it all. It takes one thought. It could be, like divorce, and you lose your job, you lose your house, all at the same day. That's an all-time low. It really is. I have sympathy for people like that. I really do. I've lost a job, I've lost a girlfriend all in one day, but You know, I look at the wanted ads, and I saw another job. I dusted myself off, and I went for another job. And I just kept on going. Granted, yeah, I've had a ton of jobs when I was younger, but I don't consider it a bad work history. I consider it an experience. I consider it a life experience. There's a difference. I feel that there is a difference between that. But why even shut up? Why even consider the thought of suicide? I've had a lot of down points in my life, but you know what? I've moved on. I have realized the ramifications of suicide. I don't want to do it ever. I could care less about suicide. The people that are depressed and want to do it, they'll probably tell me you don't understand. Yes, I do. I've gone through it. I was the fat kid in school. I was the dumb one, believe it or not. Although I'm pretty sure a lot of you are saying, yeah, I can see it. But regardless, I have been teased over and over again. I was pretty much bully bait, okay? I was the bully bait, and they took their chance and they went with it. I didn't care for it. I hated it. I wanted to kill myself, but you know what? I didn't. I moved on. I found peace and respect in the friends that I had. I found joy being around people that actually cared for me. I found happiness and anything positive with the people that I knew. Okay? Be around those people, okay? If you found yourself in a low, you need to go find yourself, you need to find yourself new friends. That's just all it's to it. Yeah. That's all it's to it. So, what's up? Anyways, yeah. So, suicide, it shouldn't even be an answer. It shouldn't even be a thought in your mind. Don't do it. Don't even question it. Don't even think about it. Depression, yeah, I get it. I understand it. I've been through that. I had medication for it. I moved on. I have, God, I can't even explain how much I've moved on. I've moved myself to more positive influences in my life. Considering God above, you know. Depression, yeah, it's a chemical imbalance in your mind, but you know what? I've somehow, I don't know how, but somehow I have managed to get that balance back through. I mean, yeah, considering I have had bad days. You know, I mean, I still have days where I'm just, you know, like, why even bother getting out of bed? You know? Why bother living? But I've always go right back to thinking it could be worse. It could always be worse. Regardless. I don't care for the thought of suicide. I hate the thought of suicide. I hate when people talk about suicide and killing themselves. It makes me angry. It makes me frustrated. And it makes me honestly heartbroken. But you know what? I always tell them it could be worse. So, there we go. There's my 10 and a half minutes worth of rambling on about suicide. So, if you go ahead and hit that like button, and if you want to talk about something that you want to, if you're curious about something, go ahead and do it. Comment down below. I'm also on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. Oh, that sun is bright. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm always on them. I have them on my phone, so whenever I get a chance to look them up, look at my messages, I will do that. So, if you want to subscribe, please do so, because I will subscribe to you, because I am view bait. Or yeah, I don't want to say view bait anymore. That just doesn't sound right. I will watch your videos, because I'm on YouTube most of the week, so yeah, work's gotten a little hectic lately, but it'll be all good here soon. So yeah, y'all have a good day, and God bless.